stuff, and this is real rough too. And as you can tell, like that's how focused I'll go on a finished painting. But this was like the first session where I'm just kind of like, do I like this idea or whatever? But I do like the backgrounds with the Western colors. Kind of you can see the heat rising up off the desert and that. Apache lived in the, in the high desert, so it's real hot and dry. So they preferred kind of like these cotton or linen shirts if they could get them this way, and they wear the headbands rather than the the feathers and that. Their hair was usually a little shorter too, I think, to keep cool. So that's the first foray into Apache country, right? I'm hitting a lot of the same notes. It's so colorful. There's so much going on. I don't want the whole thing to be the same dynamic. So as I'm looking at this, I'm like, I got to switch up the background to use as a foil a little bit. So I'll gray out the background, make it look like there's almost like a storm back there. It'll make it look not so sunny and nice, but a little bit of ominous too. Well, that's something you only figure out if you're like kind of having an understanding of color theory. But you see what I'm saying? How it's like, oh, it's such a happy day. I think I'll go to McDonald's with the blue. You know what I mean? Like, there's no problem. There's no conflict. We got to add some conflict. So there has to be an element of, a little bit of darkness or something. Anniversary of Little Bighorn's coming up. I think it's the 25th or 26th. So that's Sitting Bull. Isn't that crazy? He was an intense looking dude. But I like that's just one session, right? So that's one I've been working on. And then this one behind him is a real traditional crow. See how that beadwork is so solid, so much blue. The crow, they were surrounded by enemies. They had a very particular culture, and they kind of had the nicest beadwork. So if you know beadwork, you're looking for some crow stuff. So this guy, he was a crow model. That's all very traditional crow stuff he's wearing there.